Sertoma gets the money.
And we back, man. You got a lot in the Sertoma Radio. Again, this is the Sertoma TV Championship Tournament. I got the homie Neko Smoke, Mr. Flowers, Carter, Mr. Avery Brown, who does the movie reviews. But today we're doing TV reviews. And we're going to start off with our first bracket. Our first bracket is Breaking Bad versus Law and Order SVU. Now, before anyone puts comments down in the below, check this out. We did this based upon the votes. So some of these shows just don't add up. But it's just like the NCAA March Madness. You're going to have a team you never heard of against a powerhouse. And I believe this is what's going to happen with this show. So we're going to start off with Breaking Bad. Neko Smoke, is it going to be Breaking Bad or SVU for you?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Shyland Flowers, Breaking Bad or SVU?
Breaking Bad.
Oh, man. I told you, powerhouse. Carter, Olivia, SVU or Breaking Bad?
I don't know who the fuck Olivia is, but Breaking Bad.
That's it. Avery Brown, do you know who Olivia is, man?
Olivia Benson, I'm assuming from Law and Order.
Thank you. All right.
She's great, but I'd still have to go with Walter White. Shout out to Breaking Bad. Yeah,
man.
Right.
I mean, we love Law and Order. I mean, you can catch a
better name than Olivia Benson.
Yeah,
it's just an iced tea.
Honestly,
get out of here.
Breaking Bad doesn't have iced tea.
And you're talking about Olivia Pope, and then the bitch from
Scandal didn't make the list. Scandal did not make the list.
You can catch a Law and Order rerun randomly on a Saturday morning on any cable network. I mean,
you watch it though.
We will, but we've seen these episodes 20 times already.
My pushback on this vote, guys, is this. Like he said, SVU will throw a random show on. You can sit down, get right into it. You can't just jump into the middle of Breaking Bad.
Can you?
You're not going to know what's going on. Go ahead, Shyland.
I started Breaking Bad like season 4. And then we watched the first 3 seasons before season 5 came out.
Wow.
But can you watch a random episode of Breaking Bad and be satisfied?
I think
maybe not a random episode, but I would say 8 out of 10. You'll be able to find like one random episode and kind of know where the story is and what's going on.
They don't got Snoop Dogg though. Snoop Dogg was in
Get out of here, man. Damn, random names.
I'm never going to win. I'm never going to win. Next up, we got Game of Thrones versus The Sopranos. And Neko Smoke, I'm gonna start with you. Game of Thrones or Sopranos, my friend?
Oh my goodness.
This vote is the most stressful one out of all of them. Everyone was easy.
Okay.
Except for this one.
You can tell how red you're getting.
Yo, fam. Wait till I get home, fam. Anyway.
You gotta tell us the answer, man.
Sopranos.
Come on.
Sopranos, man.
Shyland Flowers, Sopranos, or Game of Thrones?
Never seen Game of Thrones, actually. So I'm going with Sopranos.
Carter, Sopranos, or Game of Thrones?
They're both in my top 20 shows of all time, but Sopranos hit different.
And Mr. Avery Brown, are we going to have a sweep on this one? Is it going to be Sopranos or Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Sopranos. I mean, yeah.
Gotcha. Clean sweep. Not going to start a conversation here.
Sopranos?
Huh?
Did you ever finish Sopranos?
I know. I watched the first episode and never went back. Now, Game of Thrones, I finished. But again, it's not for me. These are not my decisions. My decision time will come eventually. Next show up, we got Martin versus The Wire. Now, Carter, I'm going to let you start this one off because you're on this side of the screen. Martin Lawrence. You got Pam BDB. You got Gina, who I think is the weakest character. Tommy, Cole, bro, man. And then you got The Wire. And the only thing wrong with The Wire is the second season. Which one are you going, man? Martin or The Wire?
Watched 2 episodes of The Wire. Martin is a cult classic, black classic. Martin.
Neko Smoke, it's on you. The Wire or
The Wire. You don't got to finish. The Wire.
I like that energy. Mr. Avery Brown, we start down here with you, man. The Wire or Martin?
Well, let's consider those are two different time frames. Number one, two totally vast shows. One is comedy. The Wire is more serious.
The Wire has some comedy in it.
More trauma than comedy.
You gotta laugh at your pain, man.
Yeah. There's, the Wire walks so that power can run.
Okay.
I said that, and I'll defend that. Shout out to Power though, but I would have to pick. Oh goodness. Can I take a rain check?
Nope.
Wow.
I know what you selected originally. Are you going to stick with that? Are you going to stick with that same one?
Wow. I'm just going to have to. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to pick The Wire.
The Wire. Shyland Flowers. Martin or The Wire.
I'm going to go with The Wire, man.
Carter, you out here on isolation land.
I'm good being by myself.
But
I can't believe that niggas picked The Wire, fam. Like,
I can't believe you never seen The Wire. What?
You only watched 2 episodes.
That's how fucking boring this shit was.
It's not boring. You have to just get deeper into the show, Carter. Come on, man.
That's it, man. You watch the 4th season. The 4th season is probably the best season in TV history.
I want to invest my time in a show where universally everyone tells me to skip a particular season.
You don't have to skip one.
Stop.
I'm going against the brain.
Saying skip season 2. Don't watch season 2.
Season 2 is
I'm not saying don't watch it. I say just go right through it. It's certain television shows that I fall asleep to. Season 2, I will fall asleep to and wake up, and wherever episode is on, I'm going to continue.
In season 2, more than anything, it's it continues building the world for season 3 and season 4. Things kind of come back around full circle. So that's why season 2 is the weakest season, but I would argue one of the more important seasons.
I agree. That's all right, Carter, man. You'll have your chance in the sun soon. And the last one, the last bracket of this particular this segment, is Snowfall versus The Office. And this time around, I'm gonna start with Mr. Avery Brown. Two completely different shows.
Again, 2 completely different shows, 2 completely different time frames. I love The Office. I love Snowfall. Just thinking about the context of Snowfall, of course, that's, if you watch Snowfall, you know what it's about. If you haven't, I would recommend it. It's actually really good.
Recommend it.
Yeah. The Office, great satire, good comedy. It's a collector's item. I actually have an Office pen.
We know where he going with it.
And then I actually got this as a Christmas gift a few years ago. I came prepared tonight.
The only way that Snowfall wins is if he pulls out a brick. It's like in this case.
Between these 2 shows, I would have to just pick The Office. But let the record show I do like both shows, but The Office.
Mr. Flowers, you gonna pull out a brick? You gonna write brick on your brick, or are you going with The Office?
I'm actually wearing the white fruit socks currently, so I'm gonna roll with The Office.
I'm gonna go to the other side of the screen. Mr. Smoke, you got the Snowfall late, and then you caught up with us. Snowfall or The Office?
Oh yeah, Snowfall, absolutely.
No question.
Yeah.
Said no question.
I'm going Snowfall.
Gotcha. Carter. Snowfall or The Office?
Snowfall.
So we have our first division here. We have our first split. I want to hear from this. Now, Carter, because you were out on that island by yourself a couple of picks back, I'm going to leave you alone, and we're going to give Neko that 1 minute to tell me why Snowfall is better than The Office. Your time starts now, Mr. Neko Smoke.
Depth of characters, storyline, is actually coming from a real place. It's showing just the brain of John Singleton is one of a kind, and just the realism of the show alone makes it why I picked it.
Gotcha. Mr. Avery Brown, you put out a pen, a poster, a notepad, some stickers. So we're gonna let you defend the office. Look at that, Pat. We're gonna let you defend why the office is better than Snowfall.
Well, listen, I wouldn't say that it's better. Again, it's two different shows, two different things.
Yeah,
you wouldn't see Dwight in Snowfall episode.
He might go by.
Kinda, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah, well,
You can see it though. Dwight could be in Snowfall and be good in it.
Perhaps.
Very good.
Perhaps. I don't know if Steve Carell would make a guest appearance. I don't know.
No. Maybe not him.
I don't. Yeah.
Right? For sure.
He might, bro. He might. Honestly, I think with The Office, specifically, if you work any corporate America job, any type of business, any business space, you've had those conversations that they have in the office, literally in your office. I can speak for myself personally. I have felt like that only black guy at a corporate office because most times I am that only black guy at a corporate office. And I just when they do bring the treats around and stuff, I may get a pretzel. If you watch The Office, you know what I'm talking about. But I'd be excited. I do like pretzels too, but anyway. I think The Office has a way of dealing with real life inside of corporate America stuff that, if we had a confessional booth, we would tell a lot of horror stories probably. Also, I think The Office really deals with diversity in the workplace or a lack of diversity, depending on where you work, and the need for more diversity. But that's another topic for another day. I think it's satire also mixed with a lot of truth. Like in The Office, like they tell a lot of jokes, but if you really catch what they're talking about, you'll actually relate to it. So not saying that that's for every particular episode, but for the majority of episodes of The Office, you'll get that satire with truth. And I just believe it's a really good show overall.
Gotcha. I like the way you brought that to the table, man. He's very well spoken, Neko. You hear? I can't even say the words. I know he can though.
I just listen to him talk, and you get.
But he won't change my mind. I'm going with Snowfall.
Right.
I get it. I get what he's saying. I understand everything he just said, right? But I want to say a dope like Franklin, so I'm going with Snowfall.
Right. I will say though, for that to be the last show that John Singleton helped to create and stuff, man, like what a way to go. Like literally. Like that man was so ahead of his time with all his projects. So that's literally gonna live on forever. So RIP to the great John Singleton.
For sure. Now I'm gonna give a real quick recap of this round. We had Breaking Bad versus SVU, and Breaking Bad won that. We had Game of Thrones versus Sopranos, and the Sopranos won that. We had Martin versus The Wire, and The Wire sweeped it up. Sorry, Carter. And then we had Snowfall versus The Office, and I had that final decision with Snowfall. How you guys feeling so far, man? Your picks up in the 16? Y'all like these picks so far?
It's all right.
It's all right.
That whole Martin
It's been
shit,
two
but
difficult ones.
You said what now, Carter?
bugging with the whole Martin.
There's so many things wrong with Martin that we don't have time to go into. Like
Martin overacts. You want to talk about it? Martin overacts. Gina is just bad.
Terrible.
Nico, you're not watching a fucking masterclass in acting by Martin Lawrence. It's not meant to be that.
If we really keep it in the beam, there's other shows by non-comedians that did sitcoms just like him that was better. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is way better than Martin. He's not a comedian whatsoever.
But he's just saying Martin better than The Wire. That's all he's saying. Nick, calm down. That's all he's saying. That's all he's saying, fam. That's all he's saying. We're going to take a break right now. We're going to play some music. Let Neko Smoke calm down because no one wants to smoke. Neko Smoke.
I'm on vacation, baby. I'm on vacation.
Coming up next, man. We got a new record called All Mine for Low Indigo. We got Chris Brown off that new album, and we got some Tory Lanez. So we're gonna let y'all get into that. We're gonna pay some bills, and we'll be right back. It's Sertoma Radio with Keys Ali and the guys. We'll be right back at it.
Sertoma gets the money.